Hey team, it's day 73. I hope you guys are doing great. Question came in of how do you know when your body has hit starvation mode? So it's funny because I've heard some people who literally like to eat all day. I like to call them grazers, and just like to eat all day, eat all day, eat all day. Have said, oh man, my body enters starvation mode like like if I don't eat breakfast, I'm in starvation mode. And so the question came up to me like, hey, man, how long does it take your body to get into starvation mode? We'll talk about that a little bit, but let's go over the 6. 73 day and 215.8, so I nudged down a little bit again, but literally I'm like flatlining around this 215 range. It's starting to piss me off. But I believe I know a culmination of what happened or what's happening. Essentially, I think it'll be okay. I mean, I'll be fine, right? I'll be fine. But it's just, you learn as you go, and what you thought you knew somewhat, but you didn't fully know, if that makes sense. 1,906 calories, 146 ounces of water, 6.5 hours of sleep. Man, Mondays kill me, but whatever. Or Tuesday, it's Tuesday today, so yeah, just the work week is getting me. 209 grams of protein, so pretty much on with everything. I was a little short on my carbs, which I'm doing my best to hit mine. But how do you know when your body has hit starvation mode? One big thing you have to remember is quote unquote starvation mode. Like when your body actually starts to starve, that's a condition known as anorexia. What I think, starvation mode, which a lot of people call when your body enters that, there's a better word for it, and it's called, I'm going to put this in black, adaptive thermogenesis. So AD div. Oh gosh, don't kill me for my spelling. Okay, so adaptive thermogenesis. All right, so what that is that is just where the body metabolism slows to conserve energy. When you eat too few calories for a significant amount of time. I'm trying to go quick. Wow. Just wrote it as fast as I can. So take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. But it slows down to conserve energy when you eat too few calories. Now, we talked a little bit about that yesterday when I said, why do you get cold sometimes when you eat too little calories or when you're dieting? So adaptive thermogenesis is basically your body's like, hey, man, I don't know when I'm going to continue to get these calories. So like we all of a sudden we're eating like chips and Oreo sleeves and Nilla wafers with some heavy whipping cream. By the way, some of my favorites when I used to binge. Rocky Road ice cream, Oreo blizzards, like you name it. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. But you're eating all this crap and then all of a sudden you cruise on one of those celebrity diets and your body's like, what the hell just happened? Like, I'm getting all these nutrients, we're loving life, our endocannabinoid system is like firing like a hot cake here. Our body feels good, it feels great. We're addicted to a lot of things from a food. I don't know, I'm going on and on. I'm kind of being dumb right now. But all of a sudden your body's like, wait a minute, what the hell just happened? You guys are not feeding me anymore. So, if you skip a meal or two or maybe a day or two, like, come on, that's actually probably good for you. It resets a little bit of your stuff. Fasting is always good, clears some free radicals. HGH goes up. Like a lot of things happen good when you do fast here or there. This is the reason why I don't know exactly how long it's going to take you is because for me, I think that's probably, like I said, something that I hit when I dropped my calories pretty quick and then I got to that 215. I mean, that was like day 50. So, I mean, that was 8 weeks. That was 2 months before my body, I was getting cold every day. And I go back and look at my average. Some weeks I was averaging 1675. 1,700, like I was underneath my ranges and not really knowing, because when you look at your daily calories, like boom, I'm good. I wasn't really flipping through my weeks like I should. And what I told you is in day 90, like or day 92, 3, whatever. After I get done with it, I'll put together a video of like what my numbers look like, what my weeks were, what my specific weights were, just so you guys can like take a look and we can dive into really the numbers, because how else are you going to analyze 3 months of your life on an eating plan if you don't really dive into the numbers? And you know, it's one of those things as you move forward, then you can get more specific based on how your body reacted. So for me, I'm thinking it took like a month and a half to 2 months. And there's 5 things that happen, right? So the first thing is you get cold. So body starts to get the shivers, or you get cold all the time. You get cold frequently. Another one is you actually can lose your hair. You guys start losing your hair yet when you don't eat enough food? The third one is you actually get, what was I just thinking? I just lost it. You lose hair, and then, constipation. So, you know, you're not eating enough food, so your body's trying to pull and hold on to some of that stuff. So these are 3 tall tale signs right there that think about, like, what else is there? And if you remember what I said is, like, from an activity perspective, I'm like, that's normally the first thing, like, I didn't even tell you guys how long I worked out yesterday. I actually worked out for 50 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna boom that thing right there. But the thing that happens is the activity is the first to go. So what did I tell you about that? I ran out of the marker here, but I'm just gonna go. Lethargy is a big deal. And with lethargy comes like, hey, I'm tired. I don't really want to do stuff. I don't really want to work out. I'm feeling like crap. I don't really know what's going on. I don't feel good about today. I am, just like, I've been down lately, and I don't know, I've been depressed. So when you think about all of this, if you're a little edgy, if you're tired, you don't want to go to the gym, you haven't been regular, I should say. Hair loss is kind of the one that I can't really tell, because as dudes, it's like our hairs are smaller. So I know I lose hair. I know you lose a certain amount of hair each day, but if somebody tells you, hey, is your hair thinning or whatever, that might be a good sign. And then you get shivers, like you're wearing sweatshirts a lot and stuff, like I did for a while. Am I wearing those sweatshirts anymore since I did my macro thing and stuff? When I dove down into it, no. And since I've been staying around that 1900 to 2000, I've actually felt really good, and I've been able to lift heavier. The problem is I'm maintaining weight now. So it's like I got to find that sweet spot to say, okay, was I cutting calories too much? I was getting into some of this. I don't know about the depression thing, but maybe I'll go back and look at the videos. I always try to be upbeat and things, but yeah, if you can't get out of bed or you don't feel like doing stuff, those kind of things. But you should be aware of the signs, because when you start on an eating plan, the biggest one for me was I was continually getting cold. And then, I got down to that 215, everything was going well, but I was just freezing every day. I don't remember the constipation so much, but potentially there was some there, I would think. Lethargy, definitely. I didn't feel like working out a ton, but I didn't, because I'm like, hey, 30 minutes, I can go walk. You can do all that, but I wasn't doing my normal workout. So the signs were there for me, but I just ignored it. And then when I finally hit that bottom, I traveled. I kind of reset myself with eating some normal foods. That one day I went way over. Then all of a sudden I popped back up and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why am I not continuing to go down? But I think my body finally was like, okay, he's actually feeding me. Started to suck some of that in. I lifted a little bit heavier. I haven't been cold. Definitely no constipation, because also we upped our fiber, if you remember the talk we did on fiber a couple weeks ago. I'm not super tired when I work out anymore, not at all. And depression, I'm just normally a happy person, so I didn't see that. But the signs, some of those signs were there, especially, like I said, number one, they get cold. So as far as it relates to starvation mode, it's really, like I said, starvation, like true starvation in your body is actually the mental and eating disorder, anorexia. Anorexia is where like you are scared to gain weight, like it is a true mental and it's an eating disorder. It's a big issue, right? This, the starvation mode might just be as simple as, hey, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm totally following a plan. I'm undershooting myself and not really paying attention how low I'm going, or that new celebrity diet, or blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever eating plan you're on and you're dropping it way too low. You know what? That's adaptive thermogenesis. That's your body saying, man, I got to hold on to this crap that I got, on this belly stuff and all the other fat that I got, and I'll take a little bit of muscle and stuff from you because I got to slow down, because I don't know when the next time you're going to start feeding me with those Oreo sleeves and things. So I wanted to cover this today a little bit mode to say, you know, when you talk about starvation mode, let's remember what that actually means. Adaptive thermogenesis, body's holding on to things. Here's kind of 5 signs that you can look for, and we're done. Hopefully that is interesting. If it's not, sorry. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm a little quirky tonight, and I apologize for that. Not actually, no, I don't apologize. That's just who I am, so that's what I'm bringing to you. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you want any future videos on certain subjects, DM me or leave them in the comments. I appreciate your support. Day 73. If you've been following this, you guys are pushing hard. Keep pushing. Just because I'm stalling and trying to figure things out right now doesn't mean you guys shouldn't push hard and continue to roll through your sweet spot right through that finish line in 17 days. So thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. And as always, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thanks again.